friends, let's learn about the area of objects declaration as well as dynamically how to add the values to the array of objects by using useState hook method in React.js. Let's get start to know about this RAFCE. Then let's declare and put that value here outside of this. Control V. After that one we have the data. Here only two values are there, two records are there. We need to add some more records dynamically. First of all, we'll display this data. After that, we'll add dynamically some few more records. Const. Here, let's give the name for that array of objects. That is ARR OF of OBJ, comma set ARR of OBJ, which is equals to useState within curly parentheses. We'll add the data. We'll get the data from the global data. We are getting the data outside of this. So after receiving the data, array of objects contains the data now. Now let's display that. We'll follow that one bootstrap concept. Here let's declare a div and let's give the class name which is equals to row, and within this we'll give the value that is array of objects. Control C, Control V, and if it is not empty, that is the meaning, dot map within parenthesis. Let's give that object name is info. It's a callback function. Let's give the return value. Here we'll follow that react dot fragment. Then within this we'll apply that div. Before that we need to have the key property. Here key property which is equals to info dot id, and if you want to give some kind of margin top, you can give for something. Here we'll display that in terms of cards. Div apply will apply that class name which is a card. Within this again we'll follow that div. Here we'll give the class name that is card body. Then here we'll give the value h1 tag. Within this within this we'll give the value that is info dot f name, and after this one comma within curly brackets info dot last name. Let's display how it is showing on the browser. Look here, it is showing the card type of things, and let's give some space card to card. So margin top should be little bit gap. There is some gap is there. This gap I am saying, this gap between this. After this one, but it is looking not good, so we'll arrange some kind of understanding kind of things here. we'll give the first 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 name colon, give the some space, and here also give the some space, last name last, last space name. Now look here how it is going to display. Here h1 is giving so much of space taking that, that's why let's give and verify that h4 is very okay, it's good, cool. Then here the values we got as a global value and got it here and assigned to array of objects, those we have displayed on the browser. And let's go to focus on dynamically get the record by record and assign to this array of objects and look the output on the browser. Let's create one more variable to get the input values, that is let's give the value that is input obj comma set input obj which is equals to useState. Within this let's create an object. In this object is that this is the format of this object, control C and control V, then we should keep it those empty. Here also same, let's give the space to understand. Here also remove this one, alt shift F, then it is adjusted. So one record will get it from the input box and show assign to the this array of objects. That means one record is there, two record is, we are going to assign the third record. How to assign to this array of objects, that's we need to write the code. Again we'll take the div, that is the class name for one row. Within this row control C and hit it, control V, and let's take the column that is col, and that is also we should take it as size 4 or 3. Then we'll take the input box colon text. Then here what is the name of that one, first name, control C, first name should be matched with the ID, and if you want take any label label label, you need to put that same this ID name for the label also for HTML4. When you click on this label, it is going to refer to the input box, that's why we are using that. For first first name, okay, and that's it. And we can see on the browser how it is going to show. Refresh it. Yeah, first name it is showing lengthy, we need to adjust to that. Here margin top will take 5, here column is 3, it is showing, we'll adjust to that. And let's take one more column, control C, control V, it should be last name, and here also we should arrange this value, control C, control V here, control V here, paste it here also, and what we have, column 3, then it's not showing the div closing. We need to do some adjustment here, control X, let's remove this one also, and how many divs are there, alt shift F, this div is meant for this div, and one more div we need to close here. Then any extra div is there. So we have that. This we forgot to keep it this. Yes, we missed that point. Now it is clear. Let's make it another one. Control C. Here only Control V. Let's check that why it is giving error. One more extra is there maybe. This is the starting one. So ended with where is that ending one? This is the end one. Control X. Now this is the starting, this is the ending. Just remove this. Now we have to get this part, Control X, and put it in the think we need to do that. Set right div. Remove this. What we have, this one div, this is div, two divs are there, this is for that one, and to separate this we have this one. Yes, we have extra the div here. Now it is going to set right, so we need to give div here, then it is correct. Alt Shift F, one is set right to some adjustment. Then we have to do some kind of thing here. Class name form 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 hyphen control trole. Let's verify that the action is coming to this place or not. It's not coming. Control le no e. Yeah, it is working as we expected. And here also we will give the label for this label class name, that is class name. Here label hyphen control. Let's verify this. Yeah, it is okay, good. Then refresh it. Yeah, it's fine. And same thing we'll adjust to the one more input box. Control C, Control V, and we rename those required parts. Last name Control C, this part Control V, and here and here change those, and here last name, that's it. And here we should give the input value equals to, what is the value here, input obj dot first name. This is the first name. Control V, Alt Shift F. Then same thing for this also. Yeah, here we need to change the value. Last name last name. Then okay, right, Alt Shift F. It's working fine or not, just verify this. Yeah, it is working as we expected. What it is saying, any error, you have a value prop to form field without an on change. Okay, we need to write down the on change also. Later we'll do that one. Here we'll add one more thing, that is button. Control C. Instead of that one, we can directly type that div class name is call call, and we'll give the value to, that's the separation. division of that space, and here we'll give the button. Here in this button we'll give the add string, and let's verify. And just it is not a, it is a simple one. Let's give this form control for that, then it could be good. Just hit it and alt arrow down, alt shift F, then it is going to set right, then it is good. But we need to give some kind of color for this, like a primary button color, btn space btn hyphen primary. Let's look that, yeah, it is there. And we need to do some adjustment here. Margin top, it could be 4, then it is going to come into align. Okay, then if you click last name, it is has to show refer to the input box. If you click on first name, it has to refer to the box name. That is the meaning of HTML for in the in a label. HTML for in the label. This last name, this ID name should be same, then only it will work. Now let's focus on the events, actions for this. When you click on input box and while you are typing, it has to accept the value. So for that, event handling method is there, that is on change method. Here we'll give the name for that handle. Externally we'll write down the code for the input box for this on change event method. Input, same, control C for this one also. Combinedly we'll write down the combined logic for to handle these two input with a single function only. That's why I'm using that one, const here, and control V, control Z. Here what is the value there, handle input, control C and control V here, and equals to, we'll apply that arrow function. That too we'll get the event, that is event. Instead of event word, we can use any name like e, some kind of what do you like. So in this we are going to achieve the input value first name and last name. How could we get it? Let here new data equals to, here it is going to get the object value. So dot input value, previous value. Here we'll type the in the input box one by one. Here first we'll type here, and next if you type here, before typing this last name, if you type previously last name, it has to be in the input obj only. That's why we'll use this as spread operator. That means previous value could also should be available. If you don't use this in dot input obj, the previous value whatever you are typing currently, previous value will go away, those will not be stored. So to store previous values also, we should give the input obj here. And input obj means it is the current one now, no problem, you are typing, and it is the second one while you are typing. So this previous value will not be stored in the object, in this object. That's why we should use this spread operator. That means history, it is going to maintain history value, previous value, that we can say. And id could be, what we can say, that id, control C, the length of that one dot length plus 1. Previously two IDs are there, first ID, second ID, third ID. How could we get it? Two IDs length plus 1, so that we'll get ID. So we have finished this one. And then focus on first name. Here first name means comma, within square brackets, event dot target dot name. If you follow this, then we'll get event dot target dot value. While you are typing the current one, this first name, it is going to catch through this name of that one. What is the name of that one? This is the f name. What is that name? F name. This f name it is going to recognize here. That means event dot target dot f name, while you are typing, that is going to store in that. Next, while you are typing second last name, it is going to take it as this last name as this name as last name. That means here event dot target dot last name, that value it is going to assign into that. So at a time you can't do that one. At a time while you are doing that one, no, this input value it is going to store the this previous first name. It is going to hold previous value, current value it will take. Both the values will be handled by this. First value it is going to store in the history, and second value current, it is going to maintain each time input value. If any current value is typing, previous value will be held by this one, right? Then we need to store the value in the this set input obj. Control C, Control V, Control C, and paste this here, Control V, right? So let's verify this in the console here. CLG, Control C, input value, Control V, refresh it. Just initially id value, f name, last name are empty. If you type this, how it is showing, id3, automatically id3 it has taken, first name it has taken, and last name also taken. Then we need to write down the add event handling. Once if you click add button, in the input box value has to show on the browser like this: first record, second record, and latest record. It is going to show in this, that we are going to achieve here. So for that we need to write down the event here. For that button event we should use that on click event, which is equal to that definition. We'll write it down outside btn. Just copy this one and put it here. Just comment it this and use that method name for defining the function here. Definition of function is like this, and we'll get it should assign the value. This input value we need to assign to this set array of object. Control C, Control V, and assign the value. What is the assigned value? This input value, input obj. Control V. Yeah, that's it, it's done. Let's verify that. Refresh it, type again. We'll drag it down, Batula, and tab React.js and hit the add. What is saying? Array of object.map is not function, so directly we cannot do here. What we need to do? Control X, it's array of objects, so previous value we should maintain by using spread operator. What is that? Array of object, comma, after that we need to give. Let's verify. Refresh it, type again Batula space React.js and hit the add. Look here, previous value is there and latest value is there. That's why we need to focus on spread operator to hold the history and latest value to add that one in the array brackets only. That's it. Then one more thing, some modification. When you click add button, every time it is showing the input value what we have, that again and again it is adding. To remove that, and at the same time empty also it is going to have that, I think. Just we'll focus on to check it. Hit add button, see the empty also it is getting. So to avoid that we need to write down the one condition. What is that condition? Before writing condition, once if you click the add button, we need to clear this first name last name. How to clear that one? Clear means if you type something and type something, hit it, but its input box are not clear, but it is displaying the value on the browser. So what could we do here? Control C and paste it here and remove this part and add this empty. Control C and put it here. Control V. Then let's verify this. Type something here, hit it. It is clear. Yeah, it is clear and showing the on the browser. And one more thing, that if you click on click on, it is taking the empty. We need to resolve that here. Just write down the condition if this part, what is that, f name and last name is there, no, control C and do the some adjustment equals to, should be not equal to empty and last name also is not equal to empty. What is this first name? Input.obj. Control C, control V dot, yeah, it is fine. Then use the curly brackets. Where to move that? This entire part we can move that above this part. Just select it, alt up arrow and alt shift F. It is correct now. And let's verify again. First we need to check it. Type something, Batula React JS, add this one, it is clear, and click on again and again. It's not taking the empty value. In this way we can control it. Type something and add it and click again, add, it will not take. In this way we can control the empty, it is not allowing us. So previously we had displayed two records initially. Dynamically we have taken the values from the input box and adding them and showing them one by one on the browser. It's not allowing the empty brackets. While we are adding, it is going to clear the input boxes also. In this way we can achieve this. How to declare use array of objects with the help of useState, how to display the array of objects on the browser, and how to maintain the input boxes, how to get the input value and give it to array of objects. We achieved this and we have seen practical also. That's it friends. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.